Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I apologize for being late tonight. Um, I was holding a seminar on financial planning this evening, and it went pretty long, and it was an hour away from home. So I unfortunately didn't get home in time to make 9 o'clock. So I realize probably a lot of you it's past your bedtime, and I don't blame you for being not being on tonight. But I am recording this, so you'll at least get something out of this if you watch the playback. So I'm gonna make this kind of short and sweet because I'm tired too, and I still need to pack my lunch for tomorrow and my husband's lunch. So I don't want to take up too much time tonight. All right, so what I want to talk about is the 4 vital behaviors. These are 4 things that you really should be doing frequently, if not on a daily basis, to be successful as a coach. Okay. The first one is to invite. Okay. And that can be a number of things. It could be to invite people to your free groups, which I know Carrie does one of these, her purely motivational group, which is really a great way to get people at least up and moving and doing little mini challenges. I just have a couple ideas. Some of these I've tried already, some I haven't. You could do a hydration challenge, like for a week, how many ounces of water are you drinking? You could do a clean eating challenge where you teach people how to build a menu, how to go grocery shopping, and give them some recipes, and then just keep them accountable for a week. Crockpot. I did a crockpot group last fall, and it was just sharing some healthy crockpot recipes, and again, just sharing with each other that they were actually making them and eating the crockpot recipes. High intensity interval training. So this is probably a little more intense, but if you have people that are into, like, say, Insanity or P90X, this might be something you can do on the side just to give them some extra workout moves to do if they're short on time and can't maybe do a full P90X or Insanity workout. You can run a running group if you have people that are interested in training for a race, marathon, whatever. It's a way to keep people accountable. It doesn't cost them anything to be a part of the group. You can do an ab exercise group. So there's, any number of things. It can be, if you have any other ideas, of course, you can try to run with those. The other thing you want to invite people to is the challenge groups. So that's where you're actually encouraging them to buy a challenge pack and helping them with their nutrition, with drinking our Shakeology, with holding them accountable to the workout schedule. That's kind of the whole picture. A lot of times you may make a challenge group that is specific to one program. I know we're kind of doing this on our team right now with the newly released program, Country Heat. So that's always an option. But of course, you can have a challenge group where you have a multitude of different programs that people are doing. Sorry, I have to move over because my cat is trying to sit next to me again. He loves to sit here. I don't know if you can see him. There he is. If you want to do a general accountability group like that, I would, encourage you to do like mini challenges and things that make it fun. So it's okay if they're doing different programs, but they can still post about their workouts. They can still post about what they're eating, and so on and so forth. And one thing I did once was a Shakeology sampler group where I actually had a lot of extra samples, so I just sent them to the people that were interested. You could also require them to buy the Shakeology sampler to participate. And it's just a way for you to really showcase all the value that Shakeology brings and all the great benefits. And they actually get to try, all the flavors. You can share recipes and all sorts of good stuff. And sometimes that's a good way to get people hooked on wanting them to buy a challenge pack and continue drinking Shakeology. And then lastly, you want to also invite people to join the business. Now, sometimes I approach this a couple different ways. sometimes if I'm talking to someone about buying a challenge pack and they're kind of, iffy on the price, then I'll present the coaching opportunity to them right away, just purely for the discount. Other times, if they are, really excited about the program, they just want to get started, I'll just get them hooked up as a customer. And then later on, if I notice that they're posting a lot of things that a coach would be posting that are, motivating people, that they're commenting on other people's posts and saying, great job, and, that sort of thing, all the kind of qualities that a coach has, then I might approach them later and introduce them to the coaching opportunity. Now, there are a couple things that Team Commit Fitness, which is my up line, we're all part of that team as well. She hosts a monthly coach sneak peek through Facebook, which is a 3-day thing. You invite people who are interested in the opportunity. It kind of gives them an overview of what a coach is, what it costs, how you can earn money and trips and all sorts of things. We've also kind of started doing this coaching call, which is basically just holding a Zoom call. So it's a lot more condensed, more information in just a short hour period instead of over 3 days. So there's kind of 2 ways that you can do that. And of course, you don't have to reinvent the wheel if you just want to jump in on one of those calls or groups. You don't have to create your own if you're not comfortable with doing that yet. Okay, I think that covers inviting. Number 2 is being a product of the product. Okay, so that means if you're trying to get people excited about eating healthy, drinking their Shakeology, and completing a program, well, guess what? You have to do it yourself. It's kind of hypocritical if you're encouraging people to do that and you yourself are not pushing yourself and holding yourself accountable to those same goals. Okay, so you need to be drinking your Shakeology every day. You need to be following a workout program from beginning to end. So literally each one comes with a schedule. You should be following that exactly, and of course posting about it. You should be attempting to follow the meal plan that comes with the program as well. Some of them are very similar from program to program, others are completely different. If you want to get the best results for you and also encourage your challengers to do the same thing, then you definitely need to be following everything the way that it's laid out. Okay. Make sure you're posting your results, and it can be any number of things. It could be, I lost so many pounds, from the start to the end of this program, or I lost so many inches, or I got a lot stronger. Now I can do X number more push-ups or pull-ups. So it can be whatever to you feels like success. But the more that you're sharing that, and that you're actually doing what you are promoting, the more people are going to feel that you're genuine and they're going to come to you for help. Use the Beachbody On Demand if you're subscribed to that. It's another great way to promote it. Because sometimes if I find somebody really wants to change, they really want to work out, but they just can't commit to buying a challenge pack, then I may direct them towards Beachbody On Demand. Hey, listen, I understand this is a big financial commitment, and maybe you're just not sure because you don't really know what this is all about yet. Why don't you sign up for your free 30-day trial of Beachbody On Demand? You'll have access to sample workouts from almost every program that is offered through Beachbody. I'll give you an idea of what you like and what you don't like. And then maybe we come back to this in a month and see if you're ready then. Okay, so it's a good opportunity to get people on board that way. There's also the performance line. Now, not everybody is going to want to try this, and I understand that. If you're like me, I'm at a point where I'm trying to sort of fine-tune my muscular strength. So using the performance line is helping me to go that extra mile. Okay, not everybody's going to be interested in that, but if it is something that you're using, you want to showcase that and explain what it is. Okay. And then, of course, share what you're doing with your team. If you're at a Super Saturday or another team event or like summit or a success club, you want to share that on social media or, with your friends in person, because it just adds another level to everything that we do and makes it maybe more exciting for someone if they're seeing the camaraderie and the friendships and all of that it also comes along with being a coach. Okay, moving on. Personal development. Okay, so I'll be honest, I'm guilty of not following my own rules on this. I did just buy a new book, so I'm waiting for that to arrive so I can start reading it. But they recommend that, again, if you're trying to be a motivator and you're trying to inspire people, you have to find it within yourself to also feel inspired and motivated. And especially if you don't have someone above you in your upline that's doing that on a daily basis for you, you have to do it for yourself. So they always recommend that you at least 10 minutes a day, you either read a motivational book or watch a podcast of maybe another top coach or one of the super trainers to kind of lift you up. There's tons of YouTube videos out there from coaches all over the country. So there's so much good stuff out there. And if you make this a habit, it's going to help you get past all of the rejections that you're going to come across when you're trying to talk to people about Beachbody and about getting healthy. Okay. Couple recommendations. The last book I read was You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I think is how you pronounce her name. That one was really good. She has a great sense of humor and her stories are just crazy. So I definitely recommend that one. I really enjoyed that book. It was very easy to read. It's really not that long. Another one didn't speak to me as much. How to Win Friends and Influence Others. It did kind of teach you a lot about connecting with people and like public speaking and presenting and that sort of thing, which is definitely something you need to learn to be a coach. The style of the writer didn't really connect with me, but I did learn, a lot from it. And then there was this movie that I watched years ago called The Secret that really just talks a lot about putting positive energy out there so that you in turn are attracting positive things to your life versus putting negative thoughts and negative energy out there and attracting negative things to your life. That was a really awesome documentary. I probably watched that like 5 or 6 years ago. I think I still have it somewhere, but definitely if you can watch that, really good stuff. These are just some ideas that they had at Summit, one of the sessions that I was in. So here's a couple other book options for you. That first one, The Go Giver, is the one I just ordered. It's kind of all about giving to people if you want them to in turn come to you for help. So it's all about putting them first, basically, and not yourself. So I'm really excited to read that, but there's just some ideas for you. And then here's a couple more. These are more business related as far as personal development. There's the Chalene Show, which I've never actually watched, but I've heard really great things about it. So, tons of good stuff out there. Literally, you can just go to Google and type in personal development books or personal development podcasts or whatever, and you're going to get a ton of material. So definitely start making this a part of your routine, because it's certainly going to lift your spirits and help you get through the bad days. Okay. And last but not least, recognize. Okay, so who are you going to recognize? Well, first you want to recognize your customers. Okay, so anyone who's purchased a challenge pack for you or been in one of your free groups, or maybe even just a friend who's been kind of talking to you privately but hasn't committed to anything. for a while, was doing Superstar Saturday posts where I was showcasing a customer with either before and after results, or just something that they committed to something, or that they lost inches, or whatever it was that they felt was significant to them. I was showcasing that by posting something on social media to congratulate them and to lift them up and inspire them to keep going. Okay. And of course, you can also send them prizes and love notes and things of that nature to recognize them as well. But again, it's all about empowering people and making them believe they can continue going forward. And if you recognize their efforts, they're more likely to keep going. And then, of course, recognizing your coaches on your team. Okay, there's a number of ways you can do that. You can recognize them in your team page whenever they sell a challenge pack and earn Success Club points. You can recognize them every time they advance in rank, or any number of things. It could be just that they helped someone or helped so many people. They reached a personal goal with their business. Maybe they won some sort of challenge. Whatever it is that you think showcases their efforts and keeps them moving forward. And of course, again, more prizes and love notes. Okay, so I think that's about it. I kept this pretty short because I know everyone's time is valuable and I'm ready to go to bed. So hope that was helpful. If you have additional questions or you want me to elaborate on anything I talked about tonight, again, post in the team page or send me a private message. I'd be happy to go into more detail. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.